We are looking live at a beautiful fly-in to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. But even if you close your eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Up next, it's our main event between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Jacksonville. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Escapes a defender. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
Bayshul Tootin on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
To throw it. Has his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's 2nd down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing here. That is rejected at the line, as we say in hoops. Got a hand in the passing lane up front. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. That's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now it's Lawrence. Look at that power, deep left side. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacoby Myers, 45 yards. Cam Little to try the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
7, Chiefs nothing.
all set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. It's Brashard Smith now with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Walker trying to run for the 1st. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line.
Walker, the ball carrier.
Dose of the hurry up here.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Kansas City.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's across midfield.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Okay, you know what those runs are equivalent to me in basketball? Those are like made free throws, right? You want to assume you get to the free throw line, they go in. You want to assume when you hand the ball off, you get positive yards. Doesn't always happen, but when it does, it builds confidence.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Play action, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on him right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Mahomes throwing here on 2nd. Buys time, rolling right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the 1st. So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's the Jaguars setting the pace so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. 2nd quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. From the red zone on 1st. Escapes the pocket.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Here's Mahomes. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Josh Hines-Allen. And that sack loses 8. It's now 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's one he chalked up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Mahomes to throw for it. On the move, headed right. He's got it. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. Well, I'm not seeing a signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
No gain on the play.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He'll throw from his end zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
A 1-yard pickup.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. From his end zone, 3rd and long. That's Cox. He's got Washington. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
When you watch the combine, you watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be his 2nd drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock, failing to connect. That brings us to 4th down. The Jaguars into punt formation.
Logan Cook on to punt for the Jaguars.
Feels this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's across midfield.
Positive that effort. He didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down, Mahomes. He's under pressure and down he goes. He'll get to him at the 38. Josh Hines-Allen. And that's going to bring up 3rd and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Third and long for him here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. I know you love to call this the money down, Brock. And on that third down, that pass rush just got paid.
Woo, look at you right there. That's their job. I mean, in the minds of those guys in the front seven, Kate, you've been around them your whole life. They know it. They don't want to rely on anybody else. Their secondary, they want to get home, and they did.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Hey, Ryan.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The LSU rookie with the pick. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate the end zone.
That one right down the middle. And that ties things at 7.
Cam Little to kick off for the
Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're up and running once again. On the return, here's Nico Remigio. And he doesn't make it far at all. They bottle him up immediately.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting to your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Kelsey's got it right side. And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This is Walker on second. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
The offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. Third and short.
Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that earns Kansas City the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Third and short. Here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. Oh, it's nearly intercepted. Either way, he was breaking up that throw, Bronk. He wanted the pick, but can't hang on. It hits the ground, so that's going to bring up fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Rushes right there as he releases it. And it goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down. Boy, they took over with a lot of energy thanks to that field position, but at least a little bit of air let out of the balloon with that first play. Couldn't make that catch.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And the defender comes away with it. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Chiefs. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. That's Ryan Fitzgerald. He will start this one. Off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And it's not the brightest of beginnings here. Only managed to get this past the 15-yard line. Right to the air, it's Hurts. Back into the hands of Mekhi Lemon. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And not liking anything downfield, he'll just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
That one intercepted on the third play of the game. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9.
Now it's second and 1. We'll go once more with Brooks. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Here's a third down and 4. Again, it is Brooks. That's going to be pretty close. Look at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
4 yards.
So often, Mike, you can tell the team's decision on fourth down by what they call on third down. So I think after that third down run, it was pretty clear that, hey, even if we don't get it here, we're comfortable going for it again on fourth down, but didn't turn out to be the case because he's able to get it there on third. And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
First down.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
So I actually think this is one of those where he was a little bit too unselfish. He's trying to fit that ball in a tight window and maintain his ability as a passer. And I think if he turns himself into a runner and activates his legs, he probably picks up that first down if he calls his own number. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Brooks, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
A loss of a yard.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
They'll look to throw. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
It's a turnover on downs.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And the Panthers will take over possession here at the 44.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he locates McMillan. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That's good for Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Panthers football to begin this second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It leads to second.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the half.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. So, after two straight incompletions, here's third and 10. Now, faking the give, flushed to his left. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Defense there to contain the scramble. They stop him well short of the first down mark.
A 2-yard gain.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big fourth down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the moment, but it appears it's not going to stay that way. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep. And it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
It's going to be third. They need one.
It's a gain of 19. But it's third down.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's got nowhere to go. And defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Gain on the play.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for fourth down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. To the air now. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Back to throw. That's into the hands of McMillan on the slant. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go for it on fourth.
And they've got it at the 19-yard line. They're into the red zone and still on the march. First down picked up. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the tight end, the man he was looking for there, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to the left. He runs with it. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And he missed it. It is no good. And this is going to remain a 6-point margin. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. To throw is Hurts. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Trevin Wallace in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here, we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Horn.
4th down pass. Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Good-looking play to start the second half. A gain of 17.
The 47-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up. Oh, no! Chance to get rid of that under the heavy rush. He doesn't and goes down.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Man in motion, heading left. Now they'll set up to throw. He finds McMillan downfield, and it's caught. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
A run with Brooks. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
3rd and 6. Oh, a bad decision there. Off his back foot, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles are going to have it just past their 25.
And in these tight games, especially in the second half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
That one was intended for Devontae Smith.
We see this so often, they call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play.
Oh, big hole, left side. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. The pressure too much, and he goes down. Nolan Smith in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Come to the line, got some work to do now. It is 2nd and long. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers as a set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. Prescott on first down. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 27.
A dynamite way to start this one. That's a gain of 27.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
A pitch comes to Williams. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
Second down, Prescott. This is caught at 2. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, starting the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground with about 7.
At the 44-yard line.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll go play action with Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba.
There's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Pistoled out for Prescott. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That will quiet the 12s momentarily. Gain of 12 and a first down. A give, and here comes Williams. Has some room inside the 30. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it with first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. High throw, but it's reeled in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. He's got it inside the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. business. This sets up first and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Prescott. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Prescott again. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. So after a drive of that length, I guess you feel like you want to come away with something. But, you know, anytime you settle for a field goal, it always feels to me like for the defense, it's a win. So you put a drive like that together, it feels like you've got to punch it in for 6 and really give themselves the opportunity.
25-yard line.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
On play action, here's Darnold. No chance at all. He'll go down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We're back to Seattle after this. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And the throw on 3rd down going to be incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 3rd down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
That's incomplete. Daring Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. 14 on the pickup. That's good for a Dallas 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case,
pressure all around him, and down he goes.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On the play fake, Dak. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Prescott. That one intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start with Charbonnet. He finds some room across the 25. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line.
4 yards.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts.
1st and 10 at the 36.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. Outright Smith-Njigba has it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith-Njigba. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. Oh, the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Now on an absolutely perfect night in the Lone Star State, the roof's been opened, and we're ready for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Dak going to start out going to the air. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Prescott now. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Xavier Smith deep for L.A. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught. Puka Nacua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
1st down, Rams.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Adams, the man in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Open man, that's Jake Ferguson, the tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
And the Cowboys first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshone.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's Prescott. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Rams 0. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Harrison Mevis for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 14, Rams 7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott on the out route, it's Lamb with the grab. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Prescott now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Kinchins. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7. Our scores, we get back at it on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. That's taken in left side by Whittington. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up...
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They're going to look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play. Going through his head, might have caused him to drop it.
The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go at Huntington Bank Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air with Sanders. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. It looks like he got around 8 yards before he headed out of bounds, Brock. 2nd down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. It's Judkins on the counter. And giving him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Sanders throwing on second. And this one's up there, but a little too far up there. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces fourth down.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And they got home, sacked him on fourth down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First down from the 42. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground with Williams. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Dak. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Throw is caught. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Complete to Ryan Flournoy. Touchdown, Dallas.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And that's good for a 7-0 lead.
Browns nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive starts with Judkins. Shoves him off. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle.
The ball carrier.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8.
All those guys lined up wide, put to good use as blockers, Brock, helping hold off that defense just long enough for a nice solid gain.
I'll tell you a little secret here, Kate, but don't tell everybody. I'm going to tell you a secret. One of the first things that I watch on game tape is the effort of the guys outside. Whether that's on a just for the love of the game route where they're not getting the ball, or in this case blocking, really does show the character of your team.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Prescott set to pass. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Second and 10, still at the 28. Here's Prescott. And he got it! Interception! Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their
Cleveland
own
about
20-yard
ready to go.
line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll have it 2nd and 8. Here's Sanders now. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete, and now it's 3rd down.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
It's caught. Fannin has it. And talk about converting on 4th in a big way. Give him 17 yards. This drive rolls on. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Sanders going to look to throw. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Sanders setting to pass. Outright, Boston's got it. Free inside the 30. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
A gain of 54 yards. And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at
So
the
a massive
11-yard
gain,
line.
and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. And the concentration lapses continue for him as he drops another. Second down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
On second down, Sanders. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up third down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Throwing middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. Harold Fannin finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. And it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Point after, tacked on by Schmidt. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. First down now, ball at the 33. Dak to the air here. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. A good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. He's going to be hauled down after a small pickup. Maybe got 4 yards there. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
To throw, Prescott. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Throwing on second, Dak. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he's got him the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Dallas.
Prescott to throw. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Dak. Right side. Ferguson's got it. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And that's going to give Dallas the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First down here for Dak. Man, he's a perfect 5 for 5 on this drive after throwing the pick last time out. Motioning the tight end now. Prescott will look to throw. To the outside. The catch is made by Lamb. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Working on second down. Prescott. To the left and wheeled in by Ferguson. He stopped here, gain of about 7. And that's going to give the Cowboys a first down. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down here for Dak. And he hasn't missed on this drive yet. A perfect 7 for 7 throwing the ball. Working inside the red zone. He has it at the 5! And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a first and goal.
The 5-yard line.
Here's Dak. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away. That's tremendous execution right there, really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points, and remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Sanders back to throw. Absolutely fires this one right side. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. And here is Schmidt to send this away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Out left, Lamb makes the grab. Off to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that is good for a Cowboy first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Now Dak to throw. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
A gain of 31 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
To throw is Prescott. Brought in close to the 8. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
1-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Williams does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here's Prescott on second down. To the end zone, but incomplete. That play is going to force third and goal. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Last play stopped short. Still 3 yards to gain. Third and goal. They'll look to run with Williams. And he's in for the touchdown.
Javonte Williams, the ball carrier.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Judkins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Sanders. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Sanders takes the handoff, now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up like that? Dialed up a notch when it's 3rd down?
Is water wet? Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Yes, yes, and yes.
Okay. All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They go play fake. Now Sanders to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they find a way to convert on 4th with a gain of 17.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards.
Well, that safety came flying, and we know he is never afraid to mix it up. Man, he loves to dish out a big hit.
Sanders throwing on 2nd. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's going to be a Browns 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our 3rd quarter. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Start of the 4th quarter, offense set up 1st and 10. To throw now is Sanders. And he's going to want another chance of that one. Catchable ball indeed. He's going to come up with it. 2nd down.
Fair to say he's just been all over the place in this one today. Some accuracy issues early. They gave him plenty of looks trying to get him into rhythm, but they just never could, and the incompletions continue to pile up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. To the air, Sanders. Middle of the field, taken in by Jeudy. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throw finds Fannin along the sideline. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
14 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Offense up to the line fast.
Quinton Williams on the stop. A loss of 3 brings up
Sanders to throw on second. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's third down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Desperation time here. And he's going to go down. They get to him on 4th and goal and complete the defensive step.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. He gets the handoff. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. First and 10, offense going 3 tight ends to the left. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll bowl his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Williams. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, 3rd down.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by the back. And they're going to have first and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard.
Pay for the
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Buffalo. Good work covering this opening kickoff by the kicking team. Going to force a long field drive starting at the 20-yard line. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Throwing right away is Allen. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll bring up second down. Play action now, and here's Allen. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. Third down coming up.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that's...
That one intercepted on the third play of the game. Picked up by Deion Henley.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Brought down by Cole Bishop. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the Bills' 19-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Greg Russo in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's third down.
Third and long.
No play fake. Herbert. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it's going to lead to fourth down.
Dicker on for the Chargers field goal.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
On first and 10, it's Allen. The pressure gets there. Down he goes. Back inside the 20-yard line. Tuli Tuipulotu getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Allen now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action now. Here's Allen. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Allen going to throw again. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. One more time going up top with Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to.
That is over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by R.J. Mickens. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On play action, it's Herbert. Downfield, that's Constant. He's got it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Chargers.
On the give, here's Hampton. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Chargers out to the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down. Harris, the man in motion. That's complete on the tight end screen. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And it's third down.
Now Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He will not be able to get to the edge. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's fourth down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey.
And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
These are the type of negative plays that you just can't allow to happen, especially when you find yourself trailing. They continue to lose chunks of yards on these sacks, and they want to claw themselves out of this hole. They're going to have to protect the quarterback.
And he's out of bounds, and they are out of harm's way up to the 45-yard line.
And the Bills, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the ground, a first carry for James Cook. And the defense all over that one. They stop him. There is no gain.
By Denzel Perryman.
Second and
No
10.
gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Gonna give the ball over on down.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
On first down, Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a big play for L.A. 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's first and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts from the 1. Second and goal. Hampton will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Touchdown, L.A.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Chargers 11, Bills nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
Still a little
Chargers.
time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Whoa! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's gonna be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to be followed up quickly after a gain of about 1. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hampton. Once again, no opening developing. He's going to lose a couple of yards, and that sets up 3rd and long.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On play action now. Herbert. On throw. Right side taken by Njoku. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down. On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. This will be 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. Throwing on first down is Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 8. Herbert to throw. He'll get this out wide to Johnston. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody.
And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They'll run with Hampton. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now, Herbert. That is caught in the end zone. He's got it. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown,
Chargers.
here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
Touchdown, LA.
And he's going to take for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. So, after the fumble return, they'll bring the offense out and go for
Chargers
two.
will line up for the two-point conversion.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Bills nothing.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
Both
Chargers.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. They'll get across the 20, mark them at
The
the
Bills take over
22-yard
first
line.
and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, Josh Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag down into the play, backed by the quarterback. Let's see. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
29-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the capital city of Colorado. Welcome to Denver and Empower Field at Mile High. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. It's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go here from Mile High. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to begin is Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 14. Good sign to start the game with a first down. From the gun, it's Love. First down throw there is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down, Love. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
Now Love. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
What they told us, Mike, leading up to this game, they said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
And the Packers first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Packers. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. at the 13-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Once again, it's Jacobs. Josh Jacobs into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Extra point try forthcoming.
For the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man, that's the veteran, Adam Troutman.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Second down, Nix. This one complete to Sutton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
By Chris McClellan. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. Back to throw is Nix. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
By the Packers. They'll take
We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On play action, Love. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. And he could have thrown it away. Instead, he does get positive yardage out of it. That's a pickup of about 3.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10.
First down, Packers.
Here's Love, operating out of the pistol. First down throw there is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And a Packer first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Red 38. Ready?
A second down throw for Love. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. And the Broncos will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Brings up
3rd down, they need 5. Throwing is Nix. On a throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Ready up. Here we go. Cut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Caleb going to throw right away. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. To the air, Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given. But they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. 20. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They're quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Swift. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met it as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
Raiders first down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. Open man is Tucker. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now. On the give, Genty. Oh, a heck of a move. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Las Vegas.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. And this one's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Mendoza. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff to Genty. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Ashton Genty A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And his throw here is incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Throwing is Williams. That's caught left side, Burden. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's Williams. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Colston Loveland, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. There's the stiff arm. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
To throw is Mendoza. A final shot before break. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on third down, Mendoza. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He'll get this out to Genty. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Back to throw again. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action, Mendoza. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Mendoza. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Mendoza now throwing on 4th down. And he is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jack Besh, 48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Bears 10. Matt Gay to kick off for Las Vegas.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
To throw, it's Williams. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In motion goes Raymond. To throw, Williams. They'll roll him out right. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. A run straight ahead with Genty. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now a toss left side, Genty. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Mendoza off the play fake. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Mendoza eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. A big play needed, no doubt. Third and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
I think we've hit that point in the game now where any score you get could be the one that actually wins it. So above all, you want to avoid a turnover that leaves you coming away with nothing.
So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
They'll come up first and 10 here. He's back to throw. There's a short one caught by Logan. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Tucker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Up the middle, it's Genty. Pushing through the contact. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And here's Mendoza operating from the gun. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.